This week on the LTU Sports Report, we get into all of the fall sports action and get to know some of our student athletes. We have all the action from the women's volleyball home opener against Concordia, sit down with head baseball coach Stan Eldridge, and catch up with our men's and women's cross-country team at the Warrior Invite. Don't go anywhere because the LTU Sports Report starts right now.
LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union, and Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. Hey Blue Devil fans, welcome back to the LTU Sports Report, the only show in the nation covering academics and athletics of an NAIA school, exclusively for Lawrence Technological University. I'm your host, Jenna Skalski.
And I'm your host, Jason Ross Jr. We'll have plenty of action for you on this week's edition of the LTU Sports Report, including a handful of road games that would set up what was a busy week of home games around campus.
That's right, Jason. Our women's volleyball team just had their home opener against Concordia after a superb start to their season.
We'll have all those highlights coming up next on the LTU Sports Report within the next half hour, along with a neat insight into campus life here at Lawrence Tech University. And we'll take a look at a couple of our teams that are just getting their seasons underway, a women's golf preview, and a peek into our annual men's ice hockey blue and white game. But before that, let's get the show underway with a look at how our cross-country team fared at the Warrior Invite.
On your mark.
I think what really helps us improve every time that we come out here is just like every time we work at practice, we practice like we play. So when we go out, we just work hard, and that work eventually comes together, and we just get faster and faster every race. At least for me, it has been.
I saw a big improvement in Emily. It was probably she's a senior. This is her fourth year. This is probably the best 6K I've ever seen her run. And Darby, I told Darby I liked her effort, and that we're not even middle of the season yet, that next week we have a 5K, which is the distance that we're going to have at our conference. So that's going to be really good relief for her.
It's amazing because since it was such a hard race, it was so hot and nasty and muggy, and all of us were still right next to the course. We were all cheering each other on. We were trying our hardest to make everybody do the best that they could.
If you noticed out there today how close we are as a team, guys and girls, I mean, they were all out there supporting each other before the race and after the race, and I think that all comes down to practice.
It's super nice to have like a lot more people from like the community and like LTU. There's the volleyball coach here. There's also like a lot of family or friends that are able to cheer us on. So it's really nice along the whole course just to hear people like yelling, "Go LTU!" So that's really encouraging for us.
I told the guys up front, I say, listen, you know, this is probably going to be the best competition that we've had so far this year. Well, I just want to see you guys get a really good, solid effort on this nice course, and they ended up doing that. We ended up taking 5th place at this meet and just beat Lake Superior State. So we beat a pretty good Division II program in this race.
Coach Green's excited for us. I mean, he mentioned it's a tough day, tough competition, lots of heat, big hill, tough course. So he's really excited for like what this race has done to train us like mentally and physically and get us prepped for a conference.
Oh, this is great. This is great. Other than it being hot, we're looking forward to a nice air-conditioned sit-down place and get some good food.
Time for LTU Blue Devils trivia.
How many schools make up the WAC conference?
8. 21.
9. 10. 11.
12.
12 is it? Good job.
The answer is 12 schools.
What does the NAIA stand for?
National Athletic. I actually don't know.
National Alliance of Intercollegiate Athletics.
Oh. The NAIA, National American International Amateur Sport Division.
National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics.
You're right. You're the first person to get that right today.
The answer is National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics.
What LTU team has the most WAC championships?
Can I go with soccer? Basketball.
Hockey, soccer,
Bowling.
Bowling.
You're correct, men's bowling.
The answer is men's bowling. They have 5 total WAC championships.
We're going to keep things rolling with head coach Stan Eldridge of the men's baseball team here at Lawrence Tech. Coach, appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate it.
After last season, you guys made the WAC tournament for the 2nd year in a row. What can we look forward to seeing, not only just in the fall season, but in the spring and making that push towards the national tournament?
Well, obviously we're a year older, a year better, a year bigger, a year stronger. We've got some really exceptional young guys coming back for their senior season, and those younger guys are a year better, and we expect a lot more out of them. And we've got a really good incoming group of freshmen and 1 transfer coming in, so we're pretty excited about what the season has to offer.
And talking about these new guys coming in, what do you look for in a student athlete coming out of high school? Why do you recruit them? What characteristics do you look for? And what do you kind of make them see in LTU that they wouldn't see in other schools?
Right. Well, we're looking for, obviously, great athleticism, but we're also trying to combine that with high character guys. The easiest way to say it is somebody who is a great athlete, who is passionate about this game, and equally passionate, if not more, to get a degree from a great university. We really don't have to sell the university a whole lot because the reputation's out there. Young people and families see the value in a degree from Lawrence Tech, and it makes our job quite a bit easier. So the university really sells itself. We're trying to sell them on the quality of baseball being very good that we play.
I know every program starts with smaller goals, and then you have your bigger goals that you want to reach toward the end of the season. Kind of break down what some of those goals are that you try and instill in these guys right off the bat.
Yeah, obviously we want to be better today than we were yesterday, and we're looking to be better tomorrow than we are today. So we're always looking for incremental improvement. Our goal from the day we get here in August until the day the season ends in late April is to ensure that we're one of those 6 teams that qualify for the postseason play. And so we've been fortunate in 2 of our first 3 years to make those playoffs. Our intent, our goal is to do that again this year and then see how much further we can carry that through the month of May and hopefully into June.
Hey everyone, Chase Kaufman here at Blue Devils Stadium for women's soccer as the ladies get set to take on Spring Arbor University. Coming up next, we have the tip of the week from goaltender Rebecca Alamandez, as well as get to the highlights from this exciting match. Don't go anywhere.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
State Champs is Northern Michigan's home for football highlights. State Champs High School Sports Show. Your teams, your games, your highlights.
You do know you want a contest to spend the whole day with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to sit here and eat this delicious pizza?
We could do other things.
A little help?
That was the best day ever!
Some people will do anything for flavor. Now get a meal deal to fit any budget at the home of flavored crust.
Hungry? Howie's!
All right, it's just about game time here as our women's soccer team looks to gain their 4th straight home win. Let's roll the highlights and see how it played out.
The LTU women's soccer team was back in Southfield looking for their 4th straight home win. A tall order on this night as the ladies were up against the 8th ranked team in the nation, the Spring Arbor University Cougars. We pick things up just halfway through the first frame. LTU threatening as Madison Smith crosses the field to captain Allie Neibauer, who fights to center the ball where Laura Silverman is there to net her third goal of the season. The junior gives the Blue Devils the early 1-0 lead. That goal would spark the fire in the ladies' offense. Less than a minute later, Caitlin Mather chips it past the Cougar goalie, giving senior Ayanna Reed time to easily tap it in for her first collegiate goal. And just like that, LTU was up 2-0, and that would hold into halftime. Second half now, and after a foul in the box, Spring Arbor would get their chance on the penalty kick. Mackenzie Selvius takes the free shot and buries it to make it a 1-goal game. Not fazed by the change in momentum were the Blue Devils, as Silverman gets a good chance on the free kick, playing it beautifully in front for Dalia Jurovsik to knock it in off the header. Another freshman goal helps put some insurance on the LTU lead, now 3-1. Spring Arbor would score another one 10 minutes later and was now trying to tie it up. But junior goalie Rebecca Alamondes would come up big, punching out the corner kick attempt for one of her 8 saves on the contest, and would continue to hold it down as the ladies continue their amazing season at home, winning their 4th straight on the LTU turf by knocking off 8th-ranked Spring Arbor with a final score of 3-2. This is the Blue Devil women's soccer team's first ever win over a top 10 team in program history, but surely won't be the last.
Great attitude, great work rate from everybody, bench included, people who got a couple of minutes, people who played 90. We just talked about halftime how we needed the focus and calmness as well as the emotion and the physical side of things, and I think they all did an absolutely fantastic job tonight throughout.
Honestly, there aren't really any words, but this is probably the best day for our team in a very long time. Sarah Trapp told us in our end of the game talk, like, this is the best this team's played in 4 years. So, like, hearing that, having this win, we were all like, oh my gosh, let's go on to the WAC tournament. Let's go, let's bring this on.
I think the heart we put into it, a lot of us really wanted it tonight, and the energy was really there. So we really put everything into this game.
We really held this as a bit of a benchmark tonight, to be honest with you. A great opportunity to do something, and tonight was really, really special. I don't think we'll ever forget this one.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Almendas. I'm a goalkeeper for women's soccer. And the tip of the week are different ways to stop a goal. For the first tip, when the ball is rolling on the ground, you want to be set first, and when it comes, bend one knee, scoop it up, put your chin over the ball. For the next one, you want to always be set, the hands in front of you. When the ball comes in front, just put your hands up, make it like a W, and you're good to go. For the last one, you want to jump up with one foot, bring your hands up in the air, same W, and then land on 2.
Hey everybody, I'm Dylan Morello, and we're here inside Don Riddler Fieldhouse for the first home volleyball game of the season. After the break, we get a look at how the ladies fared against Concordia University, and we see what's going on around campus. We'll be right back.
Talking about finances can be confusing, difficult, scary, murky even. But it doesn't have to be with Money Mentor by Michigan First Credit Union on your side. More than 90 years ago, Michigan First was founded on the principle of putting education first. Today, Money Mentor continues that tradition because affording the lifestyle you want isn't always easy. Check us out at MichiganFirstMoneyMentor.com or follow us on social media for tips, tricks, blogs, and videos today.
You sit on the sidelines, but your heart is running across that field. His drive becomes yours, his dreams too. So when a torn ACL and concussion threaten those dreams, choose the sports medicine team that treats the whole athlete. Henry Ford Health System. We combine the most innovative technology with a personalized treatment plan so he can get back his confidence. And you can get back to being his biggest fan. Henry Ford Health System. All for you.
So you want to work out, and you're curious about supplements, but don't know where to start. All you have to do is, you're already done. With the Benefit Box, you get full-size supplements customized to you and tailored to your fitness goals. with easy-to-use instructions delivered right to your front door. Visit www.thebenefitbox.com to get started on building your box and you today.
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my third year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day one. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Welcome back, everybody. Our women's volleyball team has been killing it this season, and we finally get to see them in action at home. So let's roll the highlights.
The Lawrence Tech women's volleyball team entered tonight's home opener versus Concordia, sitting atop the WAC conference at 2-0 and 8-1 overall. Coming out with energy and confidence has been a consistent theme throughout this young season. Zakiya Hunt on the slide behind, climbing the ladder for a forceful kill, part of what was a 10-2 start to set number 1 for LTU. Applying service pressure was at the top of head coach Ed Rule's list of goals for tonight, and Mackenzie Fisher was a consistent part of that serve-pass battle, favoring LTU for most of the night. A commanding 24-13 first set lead. On set point with Fisher on the service line, freshman middle Madeline Hudson in her home debut, showing off her blocking ability, and then puts the set away 25-13. On to set number 2. LTU up 15-13 at this point. The Cardinals would hang on in the point until Varvara Gramakova's power down the line was simply too much to handle. Now a 21-18 second set lead for LTU, and the aforementioned Gramakova would bump set Isabella McDonald for one of her 6 kills on the night. LTU would go on to close out the second set 25-18. We pick it up in the third with LTU running away with the set, up 16-17 and looking to finish off the sweep. It would take a few tries, but Zakiya Hunt finds the daylight between blockers, and there was a smile on the face of every Blue Devil as LTU would make it a quick and convincing night, improving to 3-0 in WAC play and 9-1 overall.
We came in ready to play strong against any team, and then we executed from the beginning, which is really good. And no one was really nervous or anything, so it was really exciting to play.
I think we serve receive really well, and our defense picked up almost everything. Also, I think Christy did an amazing job, as always, picking where to set and dumping, of course. And it was really nice to have Alex come in and set, and have a couple people come in off the bench and just show Concordia what we're made of.
So that's exciting when you can get the whole bench into a game, especially a home match. I think everyone's family's here, so they got to see everyone play.
Time now for an inside look at Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers a wide variety of opportunities for students interested in studying abroad for a full semester, or even if you're looking to participate in other international experiences that range from 1 week or an entire summer. LTU really has it all.
Students get to see the world. They get to explore different cultures. Employers like to see these types of things on resumes. They like to see that people have different experiences, and international experiences definitely help out a lot in the global economy.
Going overseas is a great way to develop as a leader with a global view. If you're interested in studying abroad and want to learn more about joining this program, check out ltu.edu now.
With the only home game of the men's soccer season being canceled thus far, we take you to Upland, Indiana, where our Blue Devils were on the road taking on the Taylor Trojans in their 6th game of the season. Struggling early this season with a very difficult non-conference schedule, the boys were looking for their first win of the season. Head coach Will Dyer emphasized preseason the importance of playing some of the top teams in the nation to prepare his squad for when conference play begins. After a tough loss in overtime the week before to Huntington University, LTU was hungry to get in the win column before facing conference rival, the Madonna Crusaders, this upcoming Saturday. The Blue Devils were firing on all cylinders against the Trojans as the offense tallied shot after shot on goal. And with just over 6 minutes left in the first half, Cesar Nunez and Alvaro Marino's quick passing set up the first goal of the night for Nico Rodriguez Bermejo, who finds the back of the net, putting LTU up 1-0. In the second half, the Blue Devils continued to dominate as Mario Colella scored LTU's second goal of the game and cemented their first win of the season with a final score of 2-0. The team will open up conference play against Madonna University when they return to action on Saturday, September 28th.
We hope you guys have enjoyed the show so far, but we're not over yet. Our very own Sarah Davis is taking us to the green to meet up with the women's golf team, and our men's hockey team is giving us the inside scoop on their blue versus white game. Don't go anywhere.
I love working with money and making big decisions, so I'm majoring in finance and economics at Lawrence Tech. I'm also here for the amazing professors who truly care about my future. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
State Champs High School Sports Show is Southeast Michigan's home for football highlights. Champs High School Sports Show. Your teams, your games, your highlights.
You do know you want a contest to spend the whole day with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the best day ever! Now get a meal deal to fit any budget at the home of Flavored Crust.
Hungry?
Howie's!
Hey Blue Devils, Sarah Davis here. Today we're taking you out on the course with my very own golf team to get some insight from the ladies about our big event this weekend in Gaylord, Michigan, Blue Devil Classic. Let's take a look.
So this is the second year we're hosting the Blue Devil Classic. It's going to be in treetops up north. So to get ready for the tournament, we've been practicing a lot. We've been playing the course a lot, because there are some things that you cannot practice in the range that they have to be practicing the course. So that's what we've been doing a lot. And we're very excited. The team is looking very good. Of course, we have some mishaps during the rounds, but they are minimal now.
We are excited. We've been practicing a lot. We have team practices every day.
And it's nice to go up north, somewhere different. Gaylord's 3 hours away, and
the tournament's a lot of fun. Well, we play a par 3 course up there, and we take carts, so it's just for fun, which I really like that because the course is super pretty.
I'm just excited to see because I've heard a lot about the par 3 course, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. And I heard it's a hard course, so I'm ready to take on the challenge.
Everyone is competing, and actually I think that is very good. If you see in comparison to last year, all the scores are lowering, and Coach and I are very proud of all the ladies.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm on the LTU women's volleyball team. I'm a senior, and my major is biomedical engineering. My celebrity crush is probably Ryan Reynolds from The Proposal, because that's one of my favorite movies. I think pineapple on pizza is all right. It's not something that I would typically go to, but I'll eat it if somebody orders it. My favorite childhood TV show is probably Little House on the Prairie. That was one that I watched a lot.
The Lawrence Tech hockey program hosted their annual blue-white game and alumni game this past weekend at Farmington Hills Ice Arena. The event marks the start of the 2019-20 season for the Blue Devils, and it began with Team Blue winning the alumni game by a score of 5-3, being backstopped by last year's starting goalie, Austin Petty. A huge turnout of former players going all the way back to the 2000-2001 season. The blue versus white game between this season's rosters, however, needed extra time and a shootout to find a winner. The score was even after the first period before dueling goals by Mike Garashko and Eddie Flood forced the extra frame. Team Blue takes the win 2-1 off of freshman Patrick McGowan's stick in the shootout.
Tonight was called the Blue and White game. The whole program is split up into two teams evenly. It doesn't matter D1 or D3, which team you're on. You're just LTU hockey at this point.
The blue team won. It was an even battle, but blue team ended up coming up on top.
It's the game tonight, and like I said, they split us up. It was a lot more competitive than I thought. High speed, high intensity. The boys were buzzing, and it was a lot of fun.
It was all the boys getting together and just competing, doing what we love, playing the game of hockey.
Overall, a successful event for not only the players, but also the fans being able to show their support for the team. The D3 team kicks off the start of their regular season the weekend of September 17th against Ferris State University. Both games will be played at home.
Not fazed by the change in momentum were the Blue Devils as Silverman gets a good chance on the free kick, playing it beautifully in front for Dalia Jarovsik to knock it in off the header. Another freshman goal helps put some insurance on the LTU lead, now 3-1.
Coming up this week in LTU Athletics. On Monday the 23rd, both men's and women's golf start play in the Blue Devil Classic through Tuesday. On Wednesday the 25th, women's soccer is home to play Rochester University at Blue Devil Stadium. Game starts at 7:30 p.m. Friday the 27th, women's volleyball is home to face Aquinas in a WAC matchup. Game starts at 7 p.m. On Saturday the 28th, the football team is back home to face St. Francis, Illinois. Kickoff is at noon. Women's volleyball continues WAC play at home versus Cornerstone. Games start at 1 p.m. Both soccer teams hit the road to face conference rival Madonna. The men's game starts at 2 p.m. and the women's game starts at 4:30 p.m. For all the games, times, and locations, please visit the LTU Athletics website. All right, everyone, that's it for this week's edition of the LTU Sports Report, but be sure to tune in every Monday at 4:30 on Fox Sports Detroit for new episodes.
And if you miss us on Fox Sports Detroit, it's perfectly fine because you can connect with us on social media for daily updates, highlights, and stories of all of our teams competing in the NAIA's WAC Conference. That's at LTU Athletics on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
On behalf of all of us here at Lawrence Tech, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union, and Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor.